Is the UK still recruiting nurses from overseas? Yes. Is the UK recruiting nurses from red list countries? Yes. Are you sure, Nanelle? Yes. But the truth is, these days, it's not easy. The UK, NHS and all of that, they are prioritizing people that already have pins, already have the UK nursing pins. And also now there's reduced funding. So they're not able to, pay for your ticket. You come here, coach you for OSCE, give you accommodation, all of that. So now if you will make the job easier for them, they're still in need and they're still recruiting, you will get a job. So now the way to go is to do the self-sponsorship route. I have done a video about the self-sponsorship route. I did it over a year ago and it has been a blessing to so many people, guys. But I'm going to interview this gentleman who has helped even many more people on a personal level to relocate to the UK as nurses, or even if you're here already as a carer but you're originally a nurse, to help you do the whole process to get your pin and start practicing as a nurse you are in the UK. And guys, let me not waste so much time. Let's get straight into the video. You will love this. You will love this. Trust me. Stop that. So today I have brought you Mr. Ehis, but this gentleman here, together with his team, they've helped so many nurses like you watching me move to the UK on the self-sponsorship route. There have been so many testimonies and all of that.
Hello everyone, just here to say a big thank you to the management and tutors at Express Med Global Services for helping me prepare and sit for my OSCE exams and as well pass it. I'm doing this video because if not for especially Tutor Ehis or Taibe, I wouldn't know where to start from, because I was so confused and scared about everything with regards to OSCE. With detention, he walked me through. He held my hands and literally walked me through up until the very day of my examinations. So this is me saying a big thank you, big thank you, big thank you to Tutor Otaiwe Ehis and everyone involved in Express Med Global Services. Thank you so much. Keep up the good work, guys. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Anne and I'm one of the students from Express Masterclass IELTS. So I started my journey back in 2022 with them, and I was having issues with one of the IELTS model. We all know how IELTS academic reading can be. So reading was challenging, but when I joined the Ehis Otaibe's group, it became easier for me. He was teaching like, I can't even explain it. He was teaching like.
Today, we're actually going to talk about the self-sponsorship route, how it's going now, everything you need to know, and what kind of resources are available for you so that you can take the advantage or the opportunities to be able to relocate to the UK. It doesn't matter whether you are from a red list country, amber list country, or whatever, you'll be able to relocate to the UK as a nurse trained overseas with this route. So welcome to my channel, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, Nurse Nanelle. I must say it's an honor to be in your channel. Everybody knows about Nanelle. Kudos to you for what you are doing, the quality you are giving to your audience. And sometimes when I am looking out for best YouTubers, sometimes I always know who to get in touch with, Nurse Nanelle. So special kudos to you.
Thank you so much, sir. So who are you? Are you a nurse yourself? First of all, let people know who you are, where are you from, and all of that, so that they know that this information is not something you're going to read. It's like you've lived it, or people who have lived it. So just briefly introduce yourself. Who are you?
Yeah, so I'm a nurse, Nanelle, currently based in the UK. We have our company registered both in the UK and in Nigeria, where we are able to help those who are still back home to be able to achieve their relocation dream. Name of our company, EMGS Express Med Global Services, a company that is solely based on impact. We centered ourselves and pride ourselves in helping professionals to be able to achieve that their all important relocation dream. So, long and short, that is it. My name is Otaibe Ehis.
So now we know you. How long have you been in the UK, sir?
Yeah, I've been here now, let's say estimated over 4 years now. And over this time, we've learned and be able to grow company-wise and individual-wise on a personal level. So that's it.
So I know the answer to this question already, but briefly tell us what self-sponsorship is for those who are hearing it maybe for the first time, and why self-sponsorship? What is
Yeah.
it?
So basically, I think the subject of self-sponsorship now is the in thing for nurses. Self-sponsorship is not just restricted to nurses. Doctor has been doing it. They be using the route called self-sponsorship. But I think it's basically the nurses' turn to take advantage of the route. So that's why we are preaching the message so that nobody will say, "Oh, I didn't get to know about it." So basically, self-sponsorship is an avenue for a nurse. Now we are talking in the context of nurses. A nurse to be able to decide and say, "I want to work and practice in the UK," as the case may be, but rather than waiting for one particular trust to recruit him directly, sponsor or fund his OSCE journey, which is the second version of the objective structured clinical examination, second version of the CBT that is written in almost all African and Asian countries. So they come to the UK, do their OSCE by themselves, and then they can return back home, get their jobs, and then they have their UK PIN. So it kind of helped the whole process a lot more easy, because nowadays, if you're applying for a job, most recruiters are always asking, "Have you got a PIN? Have you got a PIN?" So basically, with self-sponsorship, you help yourself to overcome that barrier, which will give you an edge among your peers. So that's a summary of the subject, self-sponsorship.
Yeah. So just to, confirm what you're saying, I mean, things keep changing. I'm sure your time was just like my time, where you write your IELTS back at home, wherever you are from, you write your CBT, and then you go online, you look for a job, you get a sponsor, the sponsor would probably even fly you here, and then you come here, you do your OSCE. But things are changing. Now the NHS Trust and these companies, they don't have that much funding anymore. So now you're going to waste so much time if you want to use that route. The thing is, things keep changing. Sir, do you know that during my time, there was even something called Evidence 2, where you could come to the UK just with CBT and no English exam? Yes, I know people that came with Evidence 2. You come here based on the fact that your degree was taught in English, and then when you come here, you now come and do the IELTS or the OET. So along the line, things keep changing. So I want people to understand that the fact that Bishola from your workplace is now in the UK and got a sponsor before coming, and your Bishola came 2 years ago, does not mean that that's the exact same way you have to come. Things keep changing. So you have to be updated with the trends and what's happening now, and then you can take the advantage so that you don't miss out. Okay, so now we know what the self-sponsorship is. It's basically you coming here to do the rest of the process. But please tell us exactly what the steps are with the self-sponsorship. What should people be aware of?
Okay, I think the very first step when it comes to self-sponsorship, you want to ask yourself, are you a registered nurse? Because the pathway is not for everybody. If you have been working as an HCA or as an healthcare assistant in your previous country, self-sponsorship may not necessarily be for you. But if you are a registered nurse, maybe for one reason or the other, you find yourself in the UK and you are now wondering, how do I transition to become a fully registered nurse or a UK RN? And then self-sponsorship can be a thing for you. So the first thing is actually to grab that all important license from your original country of origin. Now, if you are not in the UK, you need international passports. Definitely, you cannot cross the shore of your country without an international passport. So that is very, very important. Now, it all depends on you, depending on what you are capable of. IELTS, CBT are basic requirements. The type of IELTS you will always need will be academic IELTS, whether UK via academic or normal academic IELTS, that is fine. Previously, many years back, they usually require that you must certainly write both IELTS, one for immigration, which is UK VI, and then the one for the academic. But nowadays, that is not a requirement anymore. So your own is to just write your IELTS, whether academic or UK VI. So you know that is sorted. Now, if you have passed your IELTS and you pass your CBT, the next journey will be the OSCE. OSCE is more like the highest order of it, is because most times OSCE is only written in the UK, unlike IELTS and CBT that you can write anywhere. And depending on you, you can write any of these exams in any order. But sometimes IELTS seems to be the toughest. You can also decide to write OET. So it all depends on what works for you. So once you are able to get this exam sorted, then you make plans for your travel, and then you sort your visa out, and then that is basically it. It seems quite easy while saying it, but there are a little bit of some complexity towards it, and that's where EMGS as a company comes in to be able to make the journey a little bit easy. just as we say it.
Yeah. So once again, I think you made a very good point. So if you are in the UK as well, I know that when this whole carer visa thing came, lots of people took the opportunity to come as carers. Although back in their home countries, they are registered nurses, registered with the nursing body of their country, practicing as nurses and all of that. But when the care opportunity came, some people, because they could not pass an IELTS and all of that, they took the opportunity and now they're in the UK. So for such people, you also do qualify. And there are some people who are also registered nurses, but are here as dependents and have not finished the process. You also do qualify to use this route, although you are here. And then we talk about people who are back home as well. But you mentioned Express Medical Global Services. How does your agency or company come in to make this whole self-sponsorship easier? What offers do you have?
Yeah, so basically, when it comes to self-sponsorship, we just take you from the very beginning to the very end of it. So we basically grab you by your hands. For those who are still in different locations that are not in the UK times, beside the fact that they may not have been well acquainted with the whole OSCE process, they also have this challenge of visa denial as a result of not properly planning their accounts, not knowing how best to go about it. We do have a team that will help to guide you step by step as to how to plan this. As we always say, you don't say that you are just going to grab an opportunity when an opportunity comes, when you are not prepared for it. You become lucky when you get prepared for opportunity. That's why it's popularly said that luck is when opportunity and preparedness meet. So we help to get these people prepared, and most importantly, we organize classic tutorial to be able to aid their journey, irrespective of their level. There are some that will come to us and say, I have not practiced nursing for quite some time now, because since I've been in the UK, I have been working as a healthcare assistant. Mr. Taigbe, do you think I will still be able to get it right? Then we hold them by their hands, and eventually they get it right. So irrespective of your country, most times you will see that UK practice, nursing is similar everywhere, but it's equally different. So irrespective of your location across the world, what we do is to break the whole OSCE program for you in a systematic manner, step by step. We teach you everything you need to know. We start teaching you at the comfort of your home. You practice with us at the comfort of your home. And then when you now decide and say, okay, I have so and so period where I will be coming to the UK, and you want to also have a feel of our physical session, we also make that available for you. We are able to get you well prepared ahead of your exam. So all in all, you are well covered all through the process. But beside the OSCE program, right from the very start, where let's assume you are the person that have not done your IELTS, you have not done your CBT, you have not done any of those, EMGS basically hold you by your hands. So we start from the IELTS preparation. I believe that many of your fans will have gone through Express IELTS Masterclass, and as we speak now, confident that many will be on your comment section talking about how impactful Express IELTS Masterclass has been. What we do is we target people that say IELTS is impossible. We target people that say, oh, it's too difficult to pass IELTS, and my friend has tried, I have written IELTS multiple times, it's not working. We say, you come. Then we make it a little bit different for you, and then you will see the impact. Basically, Express IELTS Masterclass is classic, and it has helped loads and loads of nurses, especially for those in Nigeria and other African countries as well. Now, we also have the CBT sessions of our classes where we are able to guide people through CBT. Sometimes CBT is very easy, but it can be very tricky, especially if you don't take it seriously. So we hold them by their hands and help them to get it right as it relates to that. Equally, as I said before, we have the Express OSCE Masterclass where we have 4 different sessions. Depending on your category, we get you involved. And Nanel, I tell you, most of these classes, they are highly subsidized, because we know very well that there are these people that need these services mainly outside of the UK.
I was telling my husband today that these people, their services are so cheap, in my opinion. Honestly, not to offend anybody, but I feel like the work that you guys are doing, because I know your team consists of like loads of registered nurses, and I know how, time is of valuable essence in this country. I mean, you'd have to go to your full-time job, family, and everything, and you are also dedicating your time and your life to help these people relocate. And at the end of the day, when I look at the benefits that these people are going to get, after going through you, they're going to come here and will be earning 30,000 a year. I was telling my husband honestly that you people don't know what you are offering, that you are charging this small But then he also, in a way, agreed with what you told me the last time when I raised this topic up, that majority of the people coming are from Africa or Asia, right? And they haven't gotten a job yet. They're looking to come to the UK to get a job. So when you go and give them, UK prices or whatever, and they're converting it back to their home currency, it'll be a lot, especially with the exchange rates now and all of that. So he understands you guys. But honestly, anyway, you guys know, and I don't know that's a charity or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what you are doing. But
Yeah.
your prices are quite affordable. It's too affordable in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. That's what most people say. So what we usually do is we overwhelm people with quality. So by the time they comes into the session and they see what they get, they begin to wonder and say, wow, at this rate. So we basically focus on the motto of our company, which is quality services that brings about quality experiences. So we deliver the quality and we leave the experience for our audience to begin to share the good news.
Should increase it, because guys, I'm not trying to be mean to you guys who be, but I'm also trying to say that you also have to make up. The time that you are investing in helping these people or in helping my YouTube family members, you could have used that time to do overtime at work, agency, make 1,000, whatever. Oh, look at all this time that you are, investing, and you're charging this in a small amount. But anyway, kudos to you guys. God bless you for all of that. Yeah. So now you have made mention of assisting people with CBT. You assist people who need help with IELTS. But what about OET? Do you help with OET as well?
Yeah, so basically we have that department now, the OET department, where we are also able to equally guide them through the whole OET process. As I said before, our classes are classic. Like when I mean classic, they are classic. They basically help you irrespective of your level. And let's assume for any reason you've had challenges in the past, we solve the problem out for you. Besides OET, we also have the Express NCLEX Masterclass for our US fans. Yeah.
And how I'll join, but people free of charge for free.
No.
Hey.
Especially for you, yeah, especially for you. We will even give you the one-to-one session where you will have
Nice.
one to talk to yourself. But basically, we cover that as well for those who want to go to US, Australia, and Canada. Now, for those who are on the journey for the self-sponsorship, most times, beside the fact that they need to do the self-sponsorship thing, we always encourage them, once you have not been able to successfully do your self-sponsorship, you need to revamp your entire CV. You want to make your CV to a global standard. So you don't want to be using that CV you were using for your job in your country to the same pattern with the one you are using for US, UK, Australia, and what have you. So we have a department that equally focus on CV drafting. That is what they eat and breathe.
Hey, your one-stop shop for all necessary.
Yeah, for all the services
Wow.
that relates to your relocation process. So they do this. We also have a department that tutor how to draft CV. So let's say, for instance, you don't just want somebody to draft CV for you. You want to know what are they drafting for you, what is supposed to be the constituent of a quality CV. So we also have that department. We help you to draft the CV. Now we have the job application department of the company as well. Now, because I know that everybody nowadays are very, very busy, and they are very, very busy because a lot is going on, many trying to sort themselves out and so on and so forth. So what we do is we establish a session in our company where we are able to help people to apply for these jobs across the countries. I'm mainly focusing on the nurses and some other professionals, but since the subject is for the nurses now, so we help them through. While they are doing their application, we are also doing our application. There is no guarantee. I must say this, and I continue to emphasize it. There is no guarantee, but so far so good. God has made us a blessing to myriad of persons, and the success and testimonies are mind-blowing. They are certainly mind-blowing. And
I'll share some on the page as you send them.
Yeah, so
sense, what I'm trying to say in summary is that Express IELTS Masterclass really helped me a lot, and at the end of the day, I scored beautifully well. I passed. I thank God. I want to also thank Ehis for his efforts. thank God for using him, because he actually used him for me.
They really need to have a feel of that. Now, beside this, we understand very well that once people are ready for self-sponsorship, the competition is huge. As you are preparing for, let's say you have an avenue and you get the opportunity to be interviewed by your trust. The same way you are getting this opportunity, that is how people from India, from other part of the world, they are getting this opportunity. And frankly speaking, the trust cannot recruit everybody. So it becomes a thing of survival for the fittest. So that is why we establish our arm, which is the Express Interview Preparatory Department. Yes.
Hey.
So we have the Express Interview Preparatory Department, and we equally set up a Telegram platform where we are able to help people with past questions. Now, we know that irrespective of how good you are, life is like a driving training. So if you are learning to become a driver in the UK, you will notice that from the onset, when you start following through the driving process, it seems very cumbersome. But at some point, when you have do your due diligence, practice very well, the whole process becomes very, very easy. So we discovered that many people, we help them to apply for job, they get opportunity to be interviewed, and then when they now get to the point of the interview, they now go and not do it right. So we don't want that to be the case. So we have the interview preparatory group. Nosnale is going to also help you with the link to our Telegram channel, where you'll be able to have access to past questions for UK, US, or Australia, depending on which trust you are actually working with. And for those of you that are already in the UK that want to swap your trust, and you are asking, where can I get band 6 interview questions, band 5, or what have you? So we also help to guide you through that. And then just to cap it, we have the study abroad arm of the company, where for those who want to relocate via study, we also help them to know what they are supposed to do. For those who don't know how to be able to arrange their accounts, popularly known as proof of funds, account building, and all those things, we have a session we'll be able to guide you through. All you know, I think when you click on the Telegram channel and you get to encounter EMGS, you will see that you have reached your final bus stop as far as your relocation dream is concerned. So we welcome you on board as it relates to this.
Wow. Interesting. This is like a one-stop shop for everything. So just to recap, you assist with IELTS, or the IELTS and OET, you assist with CBT, you assist with OSCE preparations, you assist with even preparing your documents and getting your whole visa to come to the UK to do the OSCE itself. And then, with regards to documentation, talk about proof of funds and all of that. You help with all of that. And then you are also helping with the application for the job process, helping with the CV, you're helping with the interview, giving past questions, coaching people, you're helping with, in fact, everything. Right. And then you also have the NCLEX preparation for those who want to go to the US or Canada. And then you assess nurses who want to relocate to other countries as well. But one thing that you haven't mentioned so far, do you assess with flight tickets and then payment of the OSCE as well? Like, do you have a local services?
Yeah, we do all those as well. So flight booking, ticket, visa preparation. And the beautiful part of our company is we also have the Swift loan services of EMGS. Yeah, we have the Swift loan services of EMGS. But although this is not targeted at self-sponsorship yet, we are still looking at it. As time progresses, we might decide to incorporate it. But for now, our Swift loan services is for those who have actually gotten NHS job. If you have gone through your self-sponsorship, I know you have spent a lot now, and then you are not able to have that all-important COS, and you reach out to our company, we provide you with all the funding that you need. By the time you have relocated, then you cannot begin paying back your loan. So we usually give a duration for that to be done. So it is all encompassing, and many have taken advantage of the opportunity, and it has been a blessing so far.
Wow. And I know that you guys have held lots of nurses already. In your opinion, how long does the process take, averagely?
Yeah, so on the average, estimated, let's say about 4 months. The first month will be for your preparation, let's say first 2 months, for you to prepare very well for your OSCE. Basically, OSCE preparation is not supposed to be taking time. It all depends on what you have on your table. But let's just say estimated 4 months, because you need to plan for your visa process, and you need to plan your account properly to avoid visa denial, and so on and so forth.
I agree. Some people are so scared of OSCE, they take so long to prepare. I agree that it doesn't have to be too long. And I am a typical example. I came to the UK ending of November. I got my PIN first week of January. And this is when, yes, And this is when there was Christmas in between, so there was a lot of Christmas holiday breaks and all of that. I came end of November, I got my license first week of January. So it's very true. And I know people who took so many months to prepare and were still not prepared enough. So it's all about your seriousness and if you have help. So that's really good. How about people who have issues concerning the expiration of their certificates of good standing?
Yes, so this is actually the trend now because of one reason or the other. People that are written CVT for over a year and then they will start getting messages for NMC relating to their issues with good standing and so on and so forth. I think basically there are 4 options. The first option will be with your registered professional body. For those in Nigeria, is NFCN, and depending on the country where you find yourself or where you are, you will be able to get a feedback from them to UK NFC, and then you will be able to get your good standing in order. Alternatively, you can be able to get this through your school, let's say your university where you graduated originally, and you could also be able to get it for your employer in the UK. That is for those who are already practicing in the UK as a healthcare assistant. So your manager or your colleague will be able to issue you just a write-up. It doesn't need to be too dramatic. It's just to write something and say that you are confident of this person is able to, you can attend.
They should join the Telegram and come to you for you to explain all the whole thing. If they really want to know. Don't give all the gems here. Don't give all the vital information. They have to come and look for you. So for people who are wondering, isn't that easy to get a job once you get the pin yourself? I mean, if I'm sacrificing to, book my own tickets, come to the UK, get accommodation, register with Express Medical Global Services, get my OSCE done, and I get my pin. Isn't that easy to get a job then? And do I always have to go back to my home country to apply for the jobs? How does that work? Just briefly.
Yeah. So that's actually the magic of self-sponsorship as it is now. But we don't know what the future will hold. For those who are taking advantage of it now, the difference is quite clear. So getting jobs is very, very easy. It puts you in the pedestal with same nurse who has been in the UK for quite some time. Because what differentiates you from them is basically the PIN. So now you have the PIN. So the difference comes out. When you apply for a job, where you were saying before that you don't have PIN, you cannot tick the box that you got your UK PIN. So that made a lot of difference. Now, what brings about the challenge when people do self-sponsorship and they don't end up getting job on time is because some are not taking off some strategy, which we always encourage. And one of those strategies is working on your supporting information and revamping your CV. So you need to revamp your CV, work on your supporting information, and then you need to also work on your addresses, because during this period, you are actually based in the UK now. So you have an address where you came to write your self-sponsorship and what have you. So you want to change your address to reflect that you are UK based.
I never really thought of that, but that's actually a good point. But don't say it's all. Guys, use the link in the description to go on Telegram and then ask all your questions. I'm sure that there are definitely some things that we left out. There are some things that are not clear because you guys don't like watching long videos. So guys, please use the link in there. I'll leave a link to the website on there. I'll leave a link to the Telegram page and all their social media handles. Go there. And then can I leave your company's number on the screen as well?
That would be good. I think it will be much easier because of those in diaspora. It might be difficult for them to be able to gain access to contacts. So that's why I always recommend Telegram. By the time they join the link, they'll be able to get all these things all sorted.
Anything that you want to add that you think is so vital that we have not added for people who are really interested? And first of all, let me say God bless you guys for coming up with this, because there are people who help with OSCE, but they don't help you with your visa. There are people who help you with it, but you guys are like a complete package. God bless you for coming up with this and for your affordable prices. If there's anything else you want to add, please do add it so that people can,
Okay, all right. Thank you, Nanel. Once again, we appreciate you for the opportunity to be able to speak to your audience. And irrespective of where you find yourself on this journey, whether it is ILCBT, NCLEX, or whichever, EMGS has got your back. You can reach out our company. You can check us out on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel as well.
Okay.
You can reach out to us on all social media platforms. If you search Express Med Global, you are going to see some of our services. Basically, you can reach us on Telegram. We have over 500 WhatsApp groups, but WhatsApp is not the best place to interact. With Telegram, you'll be able to get to see us, and irrespective of your situation, we'll be able to get you on board and support you through your journey and help you to achieve your relocation dream.
Wow. Well said, sir. Thank you so much. So guys, all links to reach Express Medical Global Services will be in the description. All details will be there. I'll leave screenshots of their social media handles on the screen as well so you can see. If you come in the comment section to ask me a question based on what I know about the company, I will answer you. But if I'm not able to, just use the link to Telegram to ask all the questions. Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Nurse Nanel. And also, most of our services are available on a seller platform.
Okay.
Yeah, so most of our services are available on seller platform. And if you use the link on your description, definitely that will link you to seller. And for those of you who benefit from our services and you want your colleague to benefit as well, we usually have a 10% referral package. So strictly for those who really love our community and love what we are doing. So by the time you are telling your colleague about it, they too will be benefiting, and you doing the referral to have a special benefit.
Thank you so much. And guys, I don't know if the prices are going to change after filming this video or whatever. That is why I didn't really ask for the exact cost. Because if I say it's £2 today or 2 naira, and then tomorrow they increase it to £2.50 or 2 naira 50, whatever, it's not gonna be a true reflection. So guys, just use the link to go there and then access their product on seller and then their website. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.
Thank you, Nane.